The reason I'm telling you all this, I know it's a great story, not everybody will believe it, but what is good now, and whether I get to compete again, which I think God's going to let me, because I just jumped 2 courses for the first time since 2007, so I got a shot, but I'm leaving it up to him. But the exciting thing about it is, and this is to me, I'm glad that she's given me an interview, and I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not even asking her to dinner, guys, because I've changed. But what I want you to know, what's so exciting about it is, I love the sport. Each horse has an individual, right? So you can have a goal. I had tons of goals, but not every horse has that goal. So some horses want to be trail horses. Some want to be fox hunters. Some want to be field horses. Some want to be jumpers. But when you find an event horse, if you can have aspirations, but you have to go at the horse's pace. And so that's what I'm trying to, when I'm teaching people now, God gave me a beautiful talent to teach people on horses. He always gave that to me. And even riding. That's why I think I might compete a little bit at a lower level. Who knows? But he gave me a wonderful talent, and I'm excited about it. So, but what I want to know, what I am really excited about, I'm even better teaching now, because before I had to do so many clinics and that, I made sure the horses were always happy, even if the people didn't quite get it. I'd make sure the horses ended up good. But I just want you guys to know that now I want to pass the torch to you guys. So
that's all that good wisdom on.
You got it. So you have the luxury that I did to feel. That's why, I might not have had any money. And I'm telling you, some of the horses I rode, most people would have killed them. But God kept pushing me. Now I know it was God, probably. They kept pushing me in the right direction. I rode runaways, tough horses, and they weren't always going to win things, but I could make them good. I could make them do. So what I'm saying is, if you listen to your horse, and that's the torch I want to pass, that's great that you have the aspiration to do it. We have to go to the horse's pace and see if that's his niche in life. And if it is, go. There were some beautiful horses that made nice event horses, but they weren't going to go Rolex where I love the advanced. And that's the thing I'm going to end up. When I found out in 2007 when I got entered, I won. Tell my age now, but to win the 4th in the world in 1978, Rolex called me in 2007 when I got mangled, said it's too bad you can't come here to compete, but you got to be here because you were 4th in the world and we're going to do a celebration and we want to talk to you. I said, all right. So I get there and, I see some of the Canadians and everything. We do all that team. I said, what did you want to talk to me about? They said, you know what? So they said, you hold a record. You have run advanced at the top level here at Kentucky since 1978. I went, what?
That's amazing.
I had this many horses? What? And I'm thinking back some of the hides I got around it. That's why I know the main man was watching. But I took horses that were not as good as Sergeant Gilbert. And the last horse before I got injured, Bad Boy Billy, they were supreme horses. You had to think about them. Like Billy, if I had an 8 o'clock dressage ride, I'd go, oh my God, that means I had to get up in the morning when it was still dark and take him, work him long and low, and then I'd put him in, pet him, and then, I was still on my bad habits at that point, then I would give him feed and grain, and then I'd get some pretty lady to braid him for me, because I only braided good enough to pass my A test, and that was kaputs for me. But so I passed my A, and then I would get some attractive woman to braid for me, because I figured, if you work that hard, you might as well have some secret. But I don't do that anymore. But anyway, so I'd get him braided. Then I'd have to get an hour on before the dressage test, work, and then go in. Well, one Polish Chicaner stallion I rode, Dad would say, Ralph. I said, what? What are you tacking him up for? I said, well, I got to warm. No. He said, not yet. I'll tell you when. 20 minutes before the test, I could tack him up, go in, and be in the money in the dressage, because that was his personality. But like Bad Boy Billy, he was a rocket, man. Every cross-country fence you ever jumped with him was one color. I'm getting to the other side, period. So you had to get him, you had to control, show him that you loved him too, and do the right things. And so, unfortunately, the year that I got busted, Billy's still alive and teaching people at novice and training now out in Montana, because Becky Bouchard owned him, who passed away. She was a great woman. And her daughter rides him now and stuff, because he's probably 20 years old now. But he was a wonderful horse. And you could tell he was going to eventually be an international horse, but I was willing to wait for him. Even though my aspirations were there, you got to go at the horse's pace. And so that's the torch I want to pass people. And that's what's exciting to be up here in Minnesota. I do the rider development thing 4 years. And this right now, where I'm getting this interview, is is the first event since I've been damaged that I was able, because I can walk now without a cane, and I can bend now over a jump. I jumped 2 courses, and the second course I actually jumped 3-3. And I was able to bend my body, so I know what everybody, if anybody now in the clinic says something, I say, hey, I said, I'm supposed to be dead. I know what you're going through, you know. But the key thing is, the thing I like being here is that the exciting part to me anyway is I got to do, I mean, I must have done, I don't know how many people I helped walk the courses, you know, helped, some of them I helped, a lot I helped in dressage, as well as cross country, as well as stadium, all the course walks and stuff. That's why I'm sitting in a golf cart, because with this right leg in these hills, I wouldn't have made every walk as well. I'd have been too slow with everything. I'm game enough though. I would have walked anyway. But they said, you gotta have a golf cart, because they know how, you know, I'm just now starting to slowly slog, not jog, slog. But anyway, that's why I'm glad I was here, because everybody was excited to see me, because they realized that I'm not living in a home now and I'm not dead. And, you know, so a lot of times when I saw a horse struggling or something, somebody would say, my casually, it was like the Holy Spirit tell me, I'd say, hey, excuse me, could you try this for me one time? You know, and I didn't charge them or anything. I'd say, and they said, what, just try it for one time. I said, I just want to see. And the horse went, pew, go perfect. I said, thank you. So how much we owe you for that? I said, nothing. Enjoy the event. You know,
oh,
so all of a sudden,
wonderful.
even all of a sudden, people that I didn't know, but they, you know, I could see that the horse needed just a little bit of help, I would say, you know. So anyway, so that's where I'm at now, is that I enjoy what everybody's doing, and I want to take advantage of the talents that has been given to me, and I want to pass the torch to the people so they can enjoy it as much as I have. And oh, by the way, I will confess, May 3rd is my birthday, and I was shocked. And this year, I am 59 years old. And you know what's amazing? You tell me there isn't a God. Everybody, even at this event that hadn't seen me, and before this event, there must have been 15 or 20 people said, there's no way, you don't even look that age. You don't
say that's
look
not
59
even true.
years old. And I said, well, I was afraid when I turned 59. I said, you know, but anyway, so that's how old I am. But I want you guys, no matter what level you compete at or whatever you do, if you do it right, and you do it properly and you listen to it, it's not that you can't reach the goals, but you have to go at your horse's pace. All right? And anytime you have a question, don't think I'm going to charge you. Right? If you walk around and say, Ralph, this horse has been stubborn, this one's a runaway, and that, if I get to see him, I'll tell you what I think at that moment. And if you want to take a lesson, you're going to might have to pay me for a lesson. And I'll tell you what to do. So all I'm saying is I'm glad I got to do this interview, and my torch is in your guys' sides.
Absolutely. Where can we get in contact with you? If you want to set up a clinic.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, where I live now is in Archer, Florida, which is right next to Gainesville, Alachua, and we're like 35 miles or something from Ocala. And I'm at Derek Peterson, who does the Grand Prix, and him and I were friends for years down here in Florida. So where I'm at, my cell phone, that's all I have is a cell phone, is, the number is 352-615-2342. And if you can't, so you can text or whatever, because I'm not always answering the phone, because, you know, now I get to ride a little bit. And so if you want to email me, this is all small letters. It's RALPHROYHILL@yahoo.com.
Excellent.
That's my name.
Well, thank you so much, Ralph, for sitting down with us here at Eventing Nation. So that was such a fun interview. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.